In order to understand and find our way in the present, we need to investigate our past and find the courage to own it. And only then will we be able to advance with our heads held high in the direction that we know is the right one, true to ourselves and of our personal understanding of life as we see it. Yeah. Take a walk with me this morning. We're going to go full circle, okay? Just take a walk with me this morning. It won't be long. Who are those two? Oh, Hillary walking with Rockefeller. What could they be speaking of, right? Hillary Clinton walking with Rockefeller. But then again, now they're partying with the Rothschilds. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I wonder who's boss, you know? And they're playing around and even laughing and even getting crazy. But then again, it's just family. So if you're Rothschilds playing your chess game or your chessboard, or if you're Rockefeller, it doesn't matter anymore. Because these are the people that are wanted for crimes against humanity. And if you're on this list, then you're doing pretty good. We should look at that list really carefully and start researching these people on that list. Let me see that smile again. Yeah, that Rothschild smile, you know? And then all of a sudden you think of all the horrors that you can think of, the most horrific images of 9/11 that you can possibly think of. And then look what happens. In 2001, on September 11th, the attack on the World Trade Center is orchestrated by Britain, America, and Israel under the orders of the Rothschilds as a pretext for removing the liberty of the people worldwide in exchange for security, just as they did with the Reichstag fire in Germany, where the citizens were lied to in order to give up liberty for security. They will also use these attacks to gain control of the few nations in the world who don't allow Rothschild central banks. So less than 1 month later, 1 month after these attacks, the U.S. forces attack Afghanistan, one of only 7 nations in the world at that time that didn't have a Rothschild central bank. And remember what Rockefeller said right before that event. Oh, he said it before anyway, because it was in the PNAC document. All we need is the right major crisis, and the nations will accept the New World Order. And I'm going, oh, you mean the same guy, the same family, the one that Hillary's walking with? Oh, wow, we just did a full circle, friends. We have just done full circle, but that's just with Rockefeller. But getting back to the Rothschild-owned central banks, this is something that everybody should know, and I talked about this in another one of my videos. It's really important. Oh, you can't read it? Okay, hang on a second. There you go. Central banks are illegally created private banks that are owned by the Rothschild banking family. The family has been around for more than 230 years and has slithered its way into each country on this planet, threatened every world leader and their governments and cabinets with physical and economic death and destruction, and then emplaced their own people in these central banks to control and manage each country's pocketbook. Worse, the Rothschilds also control the machinations of each government at the macro level, not concerning themselves with the daily vicissitudes of our individual personal lives, except when we get too far out of line. And you have to remember, at that time, they say 9 countries here, but there were 7 countries around that time that did not have the Rothschild central bank. It's funny because in those names of these countries, it seems like we're always at war with them, aren't we? It really does seem that way. And this is another prize that I found. It didn't really do anything for me until recently, when I really found out about what was going on. And in David Icke's phenomenal presentation, The Elephant in the Room, he talks about Rothschild Zionism, and he talks about Rothschild's choices that are in the 2010 White House. And this is just talking about 2010. And it's funny, most of those names are still in the White House today. Rahm Emanuel, Ben Bernanke, Timothy Geithner, Peter Orszag, Larry Summers. Swindler's List? It's amazing. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't you just love it? Oh, just give me another kiss. Mwah.